Alright, ladies and gents, what's going on? So, Bayern Munich have sacked Niko Kovac, and all I can say is this is about freaking time that we sacked him, mainly because this guy clearly wasn't the answer for Bayern, and I don't know why we even hired him in the first place to begin with. He clearly wasn't the manager that everyone thought he was going to be at Bayern. I mean, yeah, we won 7-2 against Tottenham, but still, for us to struggle in the Bundesliga is absolutely not acceptable, and still winning in the Bundesliga is still a very crucial factor. It's still important for us to win every Bundesliga game so that we can get a Champions League spot. And unfortunately, that's what we've been struggling with under Niko Kovac in the Bundesliga, because for us to get embarrassed 5-1 against Frankfurt yesterday, I feel like that 5-1 loss to Frankfurt was just a wake-up call that something needs to be done at Bayern. And finally, I think this is a move in the right direction, and now Bayern can focus on hiring a better manager. And there are a bunch of good managers available on the market. I'm going to list them all in this video on why I think Bayern should hire him. So, first of all, starting with Jose Mourinho, I think that Jose Mourinho realistically would become the best manager option for Bayern just because of what Jose Mourinho did with Porto and Inter Milan. Just goes to show you that Jose Mourinho can get the job done. And yes, I know that he's been receiving a lot of blame at Manchester United, but you can't really blame Jose Mourinho. That's because Manchester United are basically in shambles right now. I hate to see it, but United right now are in complete shambles. And Jose Mourinho, I feel like, was just used as a scapegoat for United's failure, just because with Mourinho, United, they still won the Europa League, so Mourinho won a major trophy. I consider that to be a major trophy. He won that trophy with Manchester United. So, Jose Mourinho, if you look at his resume, out of all the managers that I think Bayern should hire, Eric Ten Hag, and who else? And Mark Van Bommel. And out of all those managers, Jose Mourinho has the best experience. And Jose Mourinho is a good manager because I look at his time at Real Madrid, and yes, he couldn't get along with the Real Madrid players, but that's because I feel like that Real Madrid didn't want Jose Mourinho to basically, didn't want it to be Mourinho's way. That's how I feel like. And if you can give Mourinho all the controls and command, if you can basically give the way how Mourinho wants it to be, then that's when you can produce insane results, because Mourinho still produced pretty decent results with Madrid. I mean, at Madrid, under Mourinho, they were really good on the counterattack, and they basically won a couple. I mean, the only trophy that he really won at Madrid was, I think, the La Liga and the Copa del Rey and the Supercopa de España. But at Chelsea and Porto and Inter, Jose Mourinho, at Porto and Inter in 2004, he won the Champions League with Porto, and with Inter, he won the Champions League in 2010. And under Mourinho, he helped make Inter Milan's midfield really good, because I feel like that because of Mourinho. And that's the reason why Wesley Sneijder was so good back in 2010, why he, I think, should have won the Ballon d'Or that year. So at this point, realistically, if Bayern could hire Mourinho as manager and give him the complete control of the team, and and if the team can play like how Mourinho would want him to play, then it would just produce wonders for Bayern. And I feel like that Mourinho right now would become the best option at manager for Bayern in terms of being able to take them to a Champions League final, because I don't think it's fair to blame Mourinho for Manchester United's failure. And he still is a good manager because, I mean, if you just look at the results and his history, he is a good manager. So hiring Mourinho would be the appropriate decision for Bayern. And then let's start off with Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag, he would be another good option for Bayern, mainly because of what he did with Ajax, and he almost took them to the Champions League final. Just goes to show you that Eric Ten Hag has all the quality traits that it takes to become a good manager. And the same with Mark Van Bommel, because I feel like he was very instrumental in the key development of Daniel Malin. And what Mark Van Bommel did with PSV, he also turned that club around. So I feel like that those three manager options would become the best hiring options for Bayern. But let me know who you guys think Bayern should hire as manager. But that's the video, man. Really good news. Great day to be a Bayern fan today. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and go Bayern.